To the sport headlines now. Paul Kennedy has an amazing story from the cricket field this morning. I can't believe this one.
Well, in first-class cricket, Michael and Bev, the history of cricket in first-class cricket all over the world, there's only been 4 players until yesterday that have taken 5 wickets in an over. Well, you can add the name Neil Wagner to that list. He plays for Otago. It was in a match against Wellington, and he joins us now on the line. Neil Wagner, congratulations on your rare feat. How do you feel about that?
Oh, thank you very much. It's pretty much massive achievement, and I'm just stoked. It still hasn't even sunk in yet. It's just an amazing feeling, to be honest.
Neil, we're watching that over now, where you took 4 wickets and then a dot ball and then the final wicket. Can you tell us what you're thinking? There were some good celebrations among those too.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty ecstatic, to be honest. The teammates are quite rapt as well, and they made it pretty special for me. It was just one of those freakish stuff, and once in a lifetime thing that happens. You know, it doesn't really have to happen often in your career, and when it happens, you just got to make the most of it. And it was just, it was freakish stuff. And
we're watching this over on YouTube. It's pretty shaky vision, Neil. I guess you're quite pleased also that someone was there to actually capture it. They looked like they were sitting in some creaky stand there. It was a bit wobbly. But when did you look at the list of players that have done that before and recognise the historical significance of what you've achieved?
Well, it wasn't actually for quite a long time until after the game. For me, there was a lot happening in the game, and first and foremost, it was the most important thing for us to, and especially for me, to win the game. So outside of the personal achievement, it was first for me to focus, to put my head down first, focus on what needed to be done, and win the game first. And that did happen. It was quite an eventful day yesterday, especially on a very flat wicket and very cold conditions, that we ended up bowling them out twice. For very low score, and all that happened with me, my personal achievement would not have been possible if it wasn't for the other players in the team that bowled exceptionally with me. I think we bowled the best we've bowled in the season, and the guys bowled in real good partnerships, creating a lot of pressure. And when the ball started reverse swinging and swinging quite a lot, it just happened for me. And I was talking to the captain and said, listen, if it's swinging, so let's go full and just bowl at the stumps and see what happens, and it just paid off.
And just finally and briefly, Neil, viewers would pick up that South African accent. You've relocated to New Zealand and you become eligible to play for the Black Caps next year, next April, that's right?
Yes, that's true, yeah. I moved over from South Africa, from Pretoria. I'm originally from Pretoria, and moved over to New Zealand 3 years ago with the opportunity and hopes also to qualify to play for New Zealand, and I do qualify on 2nd of April next year in 2012. So really looking forward to it, but still a lot of hard work for me left to be done, and hopefully I can do that. But it's definitely the goal and the dream that I set out for.
Great. Well, we'll watch your career with interest. Can't help but feel a little bit sad that you didn't move to Australia, but those are the breaks. We'll look forward to watching you play for the Black Caps next year. Thanks for your time, Neil.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you.